As long as you're getting money to make a difference in the lives of children, I think you should be held accountable for it. You have to show where the money is being spent and how it's being used.
I believe that we must be held accountable. People who go to college and have not achieved at those lower levels will not achieve at the college level and will have to be remediated through classes.
I do think there's a balance between accountability and appropriate curriculum, but I think if we want to look out for the benefit of all children, that it's a good idea to have some consistent accountability measures.
If we don't have accountability measures, how do we know if our students are achieving and growing and making that growth we're looking for? So we need accountability to make sure our students are learning.
We have students, subgroups that have been underperforming, and they've made phenomenal gains. And I think the best way to describe how we've approached that is through a very systematic approach so that every child gets the interventions and the attention. Not every child gets equal treatment, but they get what they need so that they can rise to the standard.
At our school, the African American population was underachieving. So what we've done at the school is basically try to set high expectations for them, but also motivate them and showing them that they can learn and teaching them how to set goals for themselves. The role the state and government leaders play in pushing students to higher levels, I would say it's more of a minimum role, because as an educator, that's what I'm charged with. And so what happens is that if I'm basically charged with pushing my students to higher levels, but the accountability piece kind of holds me accountable.
I would hope that we continue with the accountability systems, because if we don't, people will go back to their old ways of doing things, getting through the day, and our kids deserve better than that. Being accountable ensures that we make sure that every child comes out of school ready to learn, ready to go to college, or ready to enter the workforce, whether it be a carpenter or an electrician, or to go to college and be successful in life.
I believe that every child, regardless what school they go to, we have to be held accountable to move up every child. You cannot dismiss them as saying they don't count or write them off. They matter, and we need to help them.
If you walk into a classroom and you had 28 kids in your class and you don't hold them accountable for 5 of them and you only hold them accountable for 23, what do you think is going to happen to those 5? They're not going to get it. They're not going to learn, and they're going to be pushed aside. Those are going to be kids that are lost in society.